So every developer I talk to claims to be Agile. It seems like there's not a self-respecting software organization out there that isn't, but so many organizations are still frustrated with how long it takes to get the software they need and get the features that they want into production. So why is that? We believe because of all of the things that are outside of the control of the software organization. On the business and product manager side of things, you have to have some trust that iterative software development is going to be faster and try not to cram everything you want into a single release. On the other end of things, you have to have a build and deploy process that's much more speedy and quick than it ever was before, because we're going to be doing this hundreds or thousands of times during the course of a project, where in the past maybe we did it just once at the end of a waterfall style methodology. So because of these other things happening outside and around the Agile processes, it seems like so many organizations resort to what Jez Humble calls water, scrum, fall, right? And so when we work with organizations around DevOps, how do we bring all of these together? It's a complicated topic. DevOps isn't something you can buy. It's certainly not something we can do for you. And it's much more complicated than what I'm describing in this video. But for a lot of organizations, it really boils down to where do I get started and how do I build a business justification for the investments and projects that are going to be required. We often advise our customers to go through the discipline of mapping out each and every step of their build and deploy processes, including how long it can take to do that step. Maybe it doesn't take that long to actually execute the work, but if it sits in a wait queue for days on end before anyone gets to it, that really adds up. And then there are other tasks that are quick to turn around, but they're completely manual processes, and this can cause problems further down the chain when if things aren't working the way we expect, we're not quite sure what to troubleshoot. The domain and the entire stack has to be reviewed. And this is problematic because it both makes it look to the business like Agile isn't working, but often that developer has to move on to some other task without getting the critical feedback that they need about whether these integration tests are working. By automating these slow-running tasks and working on reducing these entire cycle times, we can really get the entire build and deploy process down to a reasonable time frame so that software development engineers get the feedback they want. They're encouraged to adopt smaller batch sizes. We get more frequent integration testing, and the operations people can really focus on perfecting that build and deploy process in each and every sprint. At Kovarus, we've worked with a range of organizations to take their build and deploy times down from over a month to just a few hours. We'd love to talk with you about how we could do the same thing for your environment or show you some of these technologies in action at our Kovarus Proven Solution Center.